to make sure that it goes up everywhere. Are you able to hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So let's see.
We haven't had dinner yet, so we're just nibbling a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Did you eat?
Yeah, I ordered
I'm
ribs.
drinking my dinner. So.
I just got a notice on my phone that we're chatting live with you.
Okay, great.
Hey, come chat.
Good,
So,
good.
What made you go blonde?
What's that?
What made you go blonde? Just something different?
My roommate's a hairdresser and the cat's trying to eat my microphone. Hang on one second. All right. He decided to just knock everything out of whack. I don't know if you saw him in the background. Hang on.
No.
There we go. Yeah, my roommate's a hairdresser. So, all right. So we are live. We've got 12, 14 people watching. Just kind of want to hang out for a second while we wait for a couple more people to join. And then what I'd really like to do to kick this off is give the two of you the opportunity to talk about what we're planning and what we would like to do with the roof.
Oh, this is impromptu.
But so it's good news. I mean, it may be little things that we're hoping to do, but it's things that these things are going to change the entire experience of that area. So I want to give you the opportunity to tell about it. So now that we've got some people watching, why don't you go ahead, either one of you?
What's that? Sorry.
So now that we've got some people watching, why don't you go ahead?
Oh. Hello, everyone.
Tell everybody what we are. Oh, so this is Peter and Steve. They are the owners of the club. We have some changes that we would like to make in the near future to the roof, and I want to give them the opportunity to tell you about it.
Well, hello, everyone. I am Steve, my husband, Peter. It's been a long 3 or 4 months, but we've been having a few meetings periodically to discuss some updates, changes, improvements. One of the big things that we're looking at is the rooftop deck. The screens on the fence have deteriorated over the last 2 or 3 years, so it's our goal to replace those. So we're doing some research and getting all new ones, different color completely, to still allow privacy but air to flow through. We're also looking into covering the black pads with artificial grass to make it look like you're in your backyard relaxing and enjoying the sun. So those are some of the things we're looking at. Also seriously looking and planning on opening up for our counter sale items. The lube, man fuel, flip-flops, jock straps, whatever you like. And we're planning on doing that, but that announcement will come shortly.
The big benefit to the grass on the roof is to not just create a better looking environment, but also to prevent your feet from getting black and hot from those rubber mats. We predict that the grass will be much cooler and nicer to walk on. And in addition to the blue fence covering that we're getting, it'll just create a brighter and a nicer environment. So as Steve said, we're also planning on opening up soon, a few days a week, for counter sales. So if you've been having a difficult time getting lube or the max fuel, also known as man fuel, if you just don't want to order it on Amazon, or if you don't want to pay the higher price, or if it's just not convenient, we will be available for you to come in and make those purchases. However, with that being said, the biggest question that we get multiple times every day from multiple different directions is, when are we going to reopen? And the that's a difficult thing to answer because we don't feel comfortable doing that right now with the mask requirements and the social distancing requirements still in place. You know what we do at our business. And it's
And you know what you do in our business.
and we, and we know what you do. It makes it a little. We're not comfortable inviting you in yet when we have to tell you to stay 6 feet apart. We wouldn't be able to open the hot tub. We wouldn't be able to open the steam room unless we only allowed 2 people in at a time. I mean, what are you going to do that's safe? Sit and watch TV, or you know what I mean. We want you to be comfortable, and it's not. And we want you to be safe, and it's not quite to that point yet. When we're going to open, we don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on what's happening in the world and watch as the restrictions are continued to become a little bit more relaxed. But hopefully,
We'll
sometime in the near future.
monitor the situation. You know, Allegheny County, Western Pennsylvania has done really well. I'm really proud of everyone around here. We generally do see people practicing wearing their masks and practicing social distancing. And as a result, we've been able to keep our infection rate and our fatality rate low. And I'd like to keep it that way. And there's no need to jump back in. I wish more places and more folks would have just, would just bite the bullet and just do what's needed to get through this. And then we'll be done rather than rushing it. And then you end up just throwing everything away that you did before. So.
Right.
So we're going to take it. We're going to take it cautiously and safely. And
But it
Right.
is our goal and plan to reopen.
we will definitely.
We have no
reopen.
intentions of closing down or going away.
Yeah, we will definitely reopen.
Right. I mean, trust me. I want this building open so bad. We're missing the entire foam party season.
Oh God, you had beautiful weather for it too.
Oh my God, yeah. We're missing the entire foam party season. I know one of our patrons, I don't want to say his name here. The moment that we reopen, I've given him permission. He's asked and I've given him permission. He wants to bring his grill, and a bunch of meat that he's offered to provide, and just have a giant cookout on the roof for everybody. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for to sit around with everybody in 201. I can't wait for the communion parties, the all gender parties, everything. I was also kind of thinking, and this is not set in stone. As a matter of fact, this is the first time that I'm mentioning this, so this is just a thought. I was also thinking, if this goes on for much longer, perhaps we could take the opportunity to rethink our nightly specials, like the Millennial Monday nights like that. Perhaps come up with some new and more exciting specials. Blackout Night is great, and it does relatively well, but is there something that could do even better? Or is there something that would be even more exciting? Or would Blackout work better on a Friday? Or you know what I mean? Something like that. I'd like to draw up some ideas to present to the two of you and John McMarlin and Cherry and Mikey. Just begin a discussion on that topic, but nothing's set in stone. But the reason that I bring it up while people are watching and in front of everybody is, if anybody has any ideas, something that you would like to see, something that you saw in a different city that you think would work really well in this city, let me know. Everybody that's watching this right now knows how to get a hold of me. So let me know. That's all I have to say about that. But yeah, I see that we've got some familiar faces in the chat right now. Another thing that is somewhat interesting in our community, Donnie's just announced today that they're going to reopen tomorrow. Yeah, so if you miss us, go support Donnie's tomorrow or anytime in the near future until we reopen.
They're going to open tomorrow?
Yeah. Yep, tomorrow at 9 p.m. They'll be open. So that
Okay.
I've noticed that a lot of the people that come to the club also go to Donnie's. So
Sure.
if you miss each other, you can reconnect there a little bit.
Yeah.
Just take your masks.
As not to put a negative note, but Donnie's has intended to open in the past, but I guess have chosen not to. So this is a good opportunity to go down there and see everybody. If it does open, it's going to be fantastic.
Yep. And as far as I'm aware, that building, the investors pulled out, so it's no longer sold.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah. That's
Well,
a rumor. So that's a rumor, and I can't confirm that. Don't tell anybody that that's a fact.
no.
But yeah. So just to recap, we didn't necessarily want this to be a big long thing. We plan to reopen at some point. We don't know when yet. We hope that it is absolutely as soon as possible, but we have to make sure that you're safe. In the
Right.
meantime, we are going to open. What do you guys say? Probably next week
Yeah.
for counter sales only. So you can come and get your lube, your jock straps, your man fuel, also known as man
Offerings.
fuel, all of that sort of stuff. Even, you know what? You can even buy some flip flops from us if you want. They're
We
expensive.
have them.
Yeah, but so anything that we sell that you're having a difficult time getting online, or you're just annoyed by ordering online, or you can't find online, you'll be able to come get that. And I'll post that on all of our social media as soon as we pick the day and solidify the hours. And then in addition to that, the other recap is that we plan on putting, we hope soon to put some fake grass up on the roof. And we're changing the covers that cover the fence from that, what would you call it?
Forest green.
Really poor looking forest green
There's more.
to nice and happy blue. So when we do reopen and we're able to welcome you back safely, the roof will be a nicer space for you. And that's all the recaps that I've got. If anybody has any questions that you'd like to answer, post a comment quickly, because we're going to wrap this up shortly. But I will see your comment right away if you get it in fast enough, and I can pop it up on the screen. But other than that, that's everything that we've got going on, and that is the reason that we decided to do this live broadcast. Peter and Steve, do you want to add anything?
Yes. As I said, we do want to open for counter sales. When we do announce that, we will indicate how you can wait. You'll sell flip flops. Yes, we do. Reaper Death. We sell flip flops. We will let you know the procedure on how to order something, whether it's online, you can call ahead, or our plan is to actually allow you to come in, go up the elevator, and come into the lobby, and we'll sell it to you right at the register where you normally check in. So it's just not a drive-by where we hand you a bag outside the door. So we're trying to iron out all the procedures and policies, but you can call it in and use your credit card, hopefully. And again, we're gonna provide all those details once we figure those out, and Jason puts something up to indicate the steps you take.
Right. So what I was thinking is we would create an easy to read price sheet with an inventory of all of our items, because we don't actually really have that. We have, like, in the club, we have like the display cases with items with price tags on them. But so what I was going to do is I was going to create an easy to read price sheet, an item list, and we could put that down in the lobby as you're coming in. We could put it in the elevator. We could put it at the front desk. So the whole process of you coming in and coming up to the front desk, you would be able to see that the whole time and decide what you want to calculate your total before even getting to the front register. We could also post that online potentially, and as Steve said, have you call in with your credit or debit card and order ahead of time so that it's already ready and set aside for you so you can just come in and pick it up. We're going to do what we can to make it as easy and fast as possible. And then as far as the film festival on the roof, yes, that would be wonderful. About a year and a half ago, I bugged Peter and Steve to buy me a projector for the
Endless,
club.
endlessly.
And I put videos on it, and it was during the winter. So I put videos on it and played it in the club. I put it on the wall in the back of the maze on the 5th floor. And I played it for too long and in a dusty area, and I burnt it out and destroyed it before I ever got to use it on the roof.
We'll get you another.
I mean, that would be an interesting idea to do something like that. Sort of have a mock drive-in. People come up and sit down and enjoy a movie. Of course, it would have to be by appointment and limited attendance.
Yeah.
Being safe.
We could rent the roof out to parties of 20 or less.
Sure.
And just let them have a movie night up there.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. That's a fantastic idea.
They would just have the whole place to themselves. They just wouldn't be able to use the steam room or the hot tub.
And I know we've had a lot of the same things on our counter sales or cases, but if there's something that you've been looking for or would be interested in seeing that we would be able to provide, please let us know. We'll make every effort to get that in stock for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And then in addition to all of that, there's a little bit of a core group of our patrons. The ones that are in the Discord server and they chat with each other, the ones that all hang out together because they've gotten to know each other through our online communities and whatnot. And I've talked to them quite a bit about different themes and events and stuff like that. And when things go back to closer to normal and we're able to reopen, in addition to bringing up the conversation about our weekly specials, it's going to be time to start planning brand new themed parties. For instance, the two of you, I told the two of you about PCAD. PCAD is over. It has been officially retired. And what I want to replace that with is
I like it.
Is a Thursday, like a Plato's Retreat themed larger party where we bring in vendors that sell products that we don't sell, and just have it sort of be like a celebration of sexuality, as opposed to like kink demonstrations and things like that. Of course, the fetish community would be welcomed. Everybody would be welcomed, but it wouldn't be an event pointed directly at the fetish community. It would just be sort of a celebration of sexuality. And the plans for that sort of got put completely on hold because of the COVID. As a matter of fact, I think that the party was supposed to be planned and executed by now. but nothing has really happened. So with the uncertainty of the future, I stopped trying to reach out to vendors and people that would want to participate in this because we never know what it's going to be. However, when this is over and when we reopen, planning for that will resume, as well as other new and hopefully creative and entertaining parties.
Yep. And before everybody leaves, I just want you to know that Peter and I do not have anything on other than a shirt.
These two
show you, but I can't.
These two don't really ever wear pants. I'm surprised they put shirts on for this.
Well, we're trying to be a little bit professional, but generally we don't wear clothes.
You just blew that.
All right. Well, I don't think that I have anything else to add. Do the two of you have anything else you want to say? What's that?
Zoe just said, put a post up. I just said hello.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Zoe. So, okay. Well, everybody, we just kind of wanted to give you those updates. If you missed what we said, this will be available to rewatch in about 10 minutes on whatever platform it is you're watching it on now. And don't forget, if you have any suggestions, feel free to send them our way. Everybody knows how to get in touch with me. And if you don't, just go to clubpittsburgh.com and find the contact link.
And we truly miss all of you. Peter and I have been in this business for 19 years, and it seems very awkward to not have it in our daily lives. But we've not forgotten about you. We're continuing on to make sure that we can continue on. So I'm going to raise my glass to you. Cheers. My hand-painted Pittsburgh
I'll
glass.
raise my iced coffee. Cheers.
All right, thank you all for joining us.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.